I want to show you how to look up an article through the GFU website, as well as talk a little bit about APA formatting. So here's the George Fox Library website. There's actually lots of ways to look up an article. You can go through the databases and things like that, but I prefer to start at the home page and type what you're looking for into the field. So I'm interested in something about integers, so I typed in integers. I'm trying to look up a specific journal, Educational Studies in Mathematics. And I actually have a colleague who wrote an article, so I'll look for her article. I'll go everywhere just in case GFU doesn't have it. Right, and here what I was looking for popped up. So the journal is Educational Studies, and Bishop is highlighted because I searched that as well. It says full text is available, so I'd like to maybe, well, let's get it. It says that I need to sign in, so I haven't signed in yet, so I want to sign in. Okay, so now I'll try getting it again. Well, and view it, this shows you where the full text is available. And so this often happens. You'll see that since this was published within the past year, EBSCOhost says most recent 1 year not available. So a database will give you everything from 1997 until basically 1 year ago. And so if I keep scrolling, it looks like Springer Link, I can get it. And then here I could download the article. And so here's my article. So in terms of APA citations, here's our style guide. Let's see here. So this is a style guide provided from the graduate school, and so I'm not going to walk you through exactly how to do it because I want you to try it first, but this is where the author goes. So there's multiple authors. Also, this is where the title goes. So this is where using order to reason about negative numbers, the case of Violet, would go. Notice it's a capital here, and then these are lowercase. And then the journal, Educational and Psychological Measurement, goes here. So that would be Educational Studies, Mathematics. And then the volume goes here, or the volume number, both. And so here the volume is 86, and then the page numbers are 39 to 59. Now actually there is a small typo throughout this document, which is that this dash shouldn't be a short dash, it should be a long dash like this, like a minus sign. And so that's something to fix. Also, the DOI number is to be included, so here's the DOI number for my article. So I can let you go and try that. For your first assignments, I'm not going to count off anything in terms of grading for APA. I'll just provide feedback, but I do think learning how to write APA is super important, and it can be distracting to reading the content if it's perpetually incorrect. So I think for the very last assignments, like the data story and the data repository, I will expect flawless APA by that point. So all that will be feedback up to that point. So here's another place that maybe, this isn't through GFU, but I should say it's my personal Gmail there. But I use Google Scholar a lot, and sometimes, depending on the library I'm using, if I get frustrated, I might start with Google Scholar first. And so I can look up that same article I just looked up in Google Scholar. So integers, educational studies. well, actually, I can look up something else. I'll look up mathematics education and see what pops up. Let's see what happens when I search this. So here are some things about integers. So maybe I'll also look up my other colleagues. Okay, and so here's an article she wrote, and actually I can, because she listed this article in her Digital Commons at Purdue, I can just download it really quick, and I can read her article right here. Also, really interesting is, see how it says cite here? I click this, it gives me the MLA, the APA, and the Chicago style. Now, a little bit of warning, although this is very exciting that you can just do the APA and then you can, take it and highlight it and copy it, is that about 50% of the APA references here are incorrect. And I'm not sure why that is, but very oftentimes I find the APA to be incorrect here. So, and actually this is an example of the APA being incorrect because, one, it's got the short dash, and then two, typically, since this is the proceedings, it's missing the editor, so it should be in, and then the editor should be here, and then after that it should have the place, so it should say, like Chicago, and then the publishing company, which is PME or perhaps a university, depending on this particular citation. So anyway, so there's a little bit of an introduction into finding articles on the GFU website and APA. Now, again, you could be familiar from all this from your previous university experience, but just in case, I wanted to create a little video to show you, and also feel free to email me questions or struggles you might have. And I think this might be more important as you start to look for articles that are important to you for the rest of the assignments, because this first assignment is the only one where we're all reading the exact same thing. Every single future assignment will be you looking up articles that are interesting to you and are about a content area that's relevant to your project or your projects that you'll be working up to. All right, well, have fun looking up articles and things like that.